the lost continent of Mu and Immortal Land of Mahgo Nara. Hello, this is Moobi Mahgo from In Search of Divinity channel. It's nice to meet you. Today, I would like to share with you the story of the Immortal Land on the lost continent of Mu. About 10,000 years ago, during the time when the Earth's gravitational axis was oriented toward the Weaver star in the pre-Haven era, there was a blossoming country on Earth called Mahgo Nara. The story of Sinshi, the land of immortals in the pre-Haven era, is now a forgotten legend of ancient Korea. The goddess Mahgo is the name of the mother of the universe and Earth, who settled on Earth from space tens of thousands of years ago. According to astronomers, during that time, there were natural disasters and great floods that caused the extinction of humanity. It is said that the cause of the disasters that befell the earth was the precession caused by the Earth's gravitational axis tilting 23.5 degrees to the northeast as it rotates and revolves around the sun like a spinning top. The ancient natural disasters caused the immortal land of the Korean Dongyi people, the legendary Mu continent, and Atlantis to sink beneath the sea. The dissolution of the immortal land occurred because the Great Flood led to wars among the people around the immortal land as they fought to survive, capturing each other as hostages and slaves in a patriarchal society of the law of the jungle. Goddess Mahgo, who was the head of the matriarchal society at the time, spread the immortals all over the world to save the people on earth, who was suffering more atrociously than animals. The immortal godly people of heaven, who lived only thinking good thoughts and living gently in the fallen paradise, were sent out into the world by Goddess Mahgo, who felt as if her heart was being torn to pieces. Goddess Mahgo, the head of the matriarchal society, foresaw the hardships the beloved immortals would face in the outside world. But she sent them out to save the suffering people of the earth. For many years, Mother Mahgo's tears, shed while watching the history of humanity, filled with wars and massacres, covered the land and filled the 5 oceans. The immortals, aware of the hardships they would face in the outside world, promised Goddess Mahgo that they would return someday and left the immortal land of the Mahgo Nara one by one to save the people of the world. In January 1998, 2 years before the Earth's axis changed direction, Goddess Mahgo came to visit me, transcending time and space. Modern humanity mistakenly believes that their 21st century science is the highest level, but there was a more advanced and brilliant ancient civilization that has been forgotten. I plan to reveal the story of that ancient civilization after Chambugyeong, the Korean scripture from her era, according to Buddhaji. Korea's old name up until the Goryeo dynasty was called Mahgo Nara. The country founded on the principle of the Tai Chi in yang harmony was the ancient land of the immortals, Mahgo Land. According to Buddhaji, a historical book that records ancient Korean history written by Shilas Park Jae-sang, Mahgo Halmi is described as the name of the goddess, the ancestors of humanity. 14,000 years ago. The legend of Mahgo became the story of Eden and the Virgin Mary in Christianity as it traveled west, and in Korea it became the legend of Mahgo Halmi, or the Mother of the Universe. To help your understanding, the current us are living in the post-Heaven era, the time of chaos, hardship, and disasters, where the Earth's gravitational axis is oriented toward the North Star. The reason I'm writing this story is to share hope for the future with you, while looking at the crisis faced by the Earth due to war, the threat of nuclear weapons, the emergence of viruses, and pollution and food shortages. Fortunately, the energy of the universe has changed, and the Earth's gravitational axis, which was oriented toward the North Star in 2000, has begun to move toward the Weaver Star. I hope that all of you living in a world full of stress will participate in reconstructing the paradise of the pre-Heaven era by finding divinity. Humanity will face many disasters and difficulties in the process of the Earth's axis shifting back to the pre-Heaven era. However, I'm glad to convey a hopeful message that humanity is aiming for a better world without perishing. I want to share the changes in the universe that will allow Goddess Mahgo's message to restore the original blissful garden and return to the ancient origin of the enlightened society for the descendants of the immortals to come true and design a hopeful future together. Next time, I will talk about Goddess Mahgo's legacy, Chambugyeong, Chambusamin, restoration of Mahgo, and the restoration of the original bliss. I hope for your active participation. Dreaming of a world filled with love and peace. I want to walk with you. I want to go with you. Thank you for sharing precious time with me. I love you all. This was Moobi Mahgo from In Search of Divinity channel.